Welcome back at Sports Central. My name is Blind Kim, and quickly let's begin a conversation, continue the conversation from Seal the World of Tennis and looking at the Swiss indoor in Basel as the likes of Ben Shelton are returning to a live top 20 and Tsitsipas are winning the Basel roller coaster at the end of it. Whichever David now, World of Tennis taking a center stage, especially the game taking place in Swiss indoor in Basel, and it makes all the difference. And the likes of Ben Shelton, it seemed like a good season for him, building up that momentum and finally getting to a live top 20.
Beautiful to see from the youngster, particularly. Had a very difficult start at the start of the year. I could recall in, of course, the competition in Argentina, but after a few, struggles with injury as well, he's been able to, stamp his authority. Some points had a shoulder injury, which I think wasn't quite, good for the man's development. But I think at the moment, maybe we're looking forward to that competition due to the fact that we've had top-seeded players now, Ben Shelton, Stefano Tsitsipas participating, and we're looking forward to see where they will end in this one. But of course, interesting, competition to look forward to as well. Interesting competition to look forward to as well. And quickly, further conversation would be around the world of NBA. The attraction that's happening in this one would be LeBron James and the son, Bronny, showing class and dominance, making history and taking to court for Lakers. And about the Lakers took on that opening Timberwolves, and it's ended 110 or 103. NBA sent back lots of preseason games and lots of analysis, especially when they have a father and son in that perspective. Well, quickly, let's get to further conversation now. The conversation would be around the world of cricket. In the world of cricket, it's a big event that's ongoing in the world of cricket, talking about a championship, the National Women's Cricket Championship in Nigeria taking place in Abuja, and it makes all the difference. And one of those conversations has been the participating team. Yesterday, it all began, and it began so well. And as we speak, we have a correspondent in Abuja who will be joining the conversation, Akanimo Kufre, giving us perspective towards all of this attraction that's happened in Abuja. Akanimo Kufre, you're there. Good morning. Welcome to Sports Central. Akanimo Kufre, we can see you. Good morning. Welcome to Sports Central. Go ahead, Eke. We can hear you. If you can hear us, good morning. What's happening in Abuja?
Okay, good morning, Blyden. I can hear you quite clearly now. Abuja is sunny this moment, and we have the girls already starting off Kaduna against Kogi here at my background. This is the Abuja Stadium, Package B to be precise. And we have the girls, as I said earlier, slugging out against themselves in the second day of the tournament. Yesterday was quite unexpected in some areas, but a lot of surprises came too. And we had the girls play out their hearts, even as those favorites won all their matches, talking about Edo, Akwa Ibom, and Lagos. They won their matches. But today, we're going to see much difference in the table because this is the second day, and some changes are certainly going to take place.
All right, Akanimo Kufre, you've been a keen follower of cricket, cricket journalist in that regard, and we've seen the national games taking place and some of the national team players representing their different states in this one, just like Akwa Ibom now. Yesterday we saw Edo defeat Kaduna State by 61 runs. What are the games we're expecting today, and how intensified it could be today?
Well, to dominate their game. The same thing with Akwa Ibom, but I can't say for sure. Lagos in Group B would be Group 1 rather, would be trying to gain dominance, so Akwa Ibom would not want to drop, and Lagos also would not want to drop. Then in Group 2 here, where we're having Kaduna playing Kogi, we are expecting Kaduna to come up tops. Because they have a good team management, especially in fielding, that we saw yesterday against Edo. So we are expecting Kaduna to turn the tables around in their favor. Kogi might be, unfortunately, those rocking the bottom, but you can't say cricket happens. We are just watching out. The game is going on now at my background. And then far off, we have a relocation of pitch 2. Group 2 playing down So soon we will go over there to see what is going on at that pitch. But for today, lots of drama is expected in the afternoon.
All right, Akanimo, Kufre, part of those conversations will be the performance of Team Akwa Ibom yesterday. They did quite well with the likes of Esther Sandy and Saloma Sunday also performing quite well. They ended their fastest game without a sweat in a 2.1 overs, and Captain Esther scored 27 runs off 11 balls, while Salome also took 4 wickets to win the Player of the Match award. And now the conversation will be not just that performance. We already know the quality that they bring in that side, but let's talk about today's participating games now that will be taking place in the package B that you've mentioned now. We'll see Edo, the likes of Edo, get to meet Kogi, while Akwa Ibom female will lock horns against Anambra Cricket. What traction could happen in today's game?
Okay, Anambra has experience in terms of cricket, but the crop of girls in the team now, I would not say they will be pushovers, but we are certain that Akwa Ibom will come up top. But you know, in cricket, one thing that always turns the table is who win the toss and the decision of the captain. But I presume that if Akwa Ibom should win the toss, they will prefer to bat because they have a strong pay that starts in the batting lineup. If Anambra wins the toss, they want to check that, and that is going out to field. And don't forget, early morning is also advantage to field because the outfields will be slowing down the balls, like we noticed yesterday when Kaduna held Edo to 115, whereas this is a team that we expected to score well above 150. So the strategy in cricket is quite different and it's very obvious. We are going to see an interesting game, no doubt, because Lagos would want to win their game to come on tops. But Akwa Ibom is home and dry because they have a very nice runs rate. Now, talking about Edo, Edo is certain to make it big this time around when they play their opponent. So we are expecting quite interesting game today, and it's starting earlier than expected.
All right, Akanimo, Kufre, for a massive thought there now. One last conversation before we let you go and talk about other things, especially in the world of football, would be now when all of this would span through and what a cricket body in Nigeria seem to be doing as pertaining this game, and what are the possibilities or the gains from this particular championship that we're looking forward to? We know Yakpata, the president of the cricket body, has been doing fantastically well with the side, but moving forward, what's the whole idea about this championship?
Two fantastic advantages to take home from this women's championship is that the girls who have picked a ticket for the World Cup, the first ever World Cup under 19 ticket for Nigeria, some of them are here, even though their state did not come, but there's a program for them by NCF to make sure that they also start making sure that they cut their teeth in this program. Also, Nigeria was one of the 2 countries selected for the introduction of Creole Festival. That's a package for cricket and women across the world, 10 countries across the world, and 2 countries were selected from Nigeria. So this is one of the aim of the program. And also, this program is also putting Nigeria on readiness because next month we are going to host the whole of Africa in this same turf. We have 3 turfs here in Moshood Abiola Stadium, so they're making finishing touches. As you can see, it is of global standard, and this is what Uyekpata-led NCF has done. This is the type of turf you see outside the country and top playing cricket nations across the world. So this is one of the things that Nigeria would enjoy, and the girls also, before they move into Malaysia in January 2025, they are going to have quite much of experience and quite busy hands to make sure they come out with good performance in the World Cup.
All right. I thank you, Akanimo, Kufre. So good to have you in today's edition of Sports Central. We hope to have you tomorrow as the results keep unfolding and the games keep happening towards the end of this national competition. Thank you for joining the show this morning.
Concerning the game?
Thank you, Akanimo, Kufre. We'll have a conversation tomorrow, still concerning the games.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
A massive thought there, looking at a talent that could be harnessed in the world of cricket and the beauty of it. Guys, you heard him. We heard everything that's taking place in Fontaine and this one now. The world of cricket, a national competition. Looking forward to the event that will take place in Malaysia. And afterwards, also the tournament that will take place in the country. As Akanimo Kufre has spoken about, good preparation moving forward.
Well, I think it's good for Nigeria because we are not a cricketing country, but the cricket union here have started to put some things in order for development of the sport.
We are party would disagree with you in that.
No, we are not. We are not a big. When you talk about cricketing nations, talk about India, like so South Africa, there, Zambia, Zimbabwe. Nigeria is not a big cricketing nation, so I think I'm actually on point here. But it's good to see we are part of the giant strides for these girls here. And like Akanimo rightly said, we have a lot of organizations coming in to host competitions, like a Creole that he just said, coming in to harness the talent of these girls, and hopefully in the next 5 to 10 years we'll have Nigeria competing in high-level cricket competitions.
Hopefully the next 10 to thereabout years we'll have Nigeria compete at the highest level and what has to do with cricket. Recently they've been ranked pretty well in Africa, especially in the women's category.